our administration is not capable to maintain peace in a portion of a ward, then this administration is worthless. They should resign.
अगर राज्य सरकार नहीं चाहते हैं तो सेंट्रल फोर्स डिप्लॉय नहीं किया जा सकता। ये मांग फालतू मांग है।
Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening in Bengal? The occasion of Sharad Purnima, it brings back certain stark reminders, the trend that is being witnessed. It's an unending political war, and now what's happened in Mominpur in part of Kolkata on the occasion of Sharad Purnima begs to force us ask this question. What is happening in Bengal? Who's fueling this entire communal fire? And is there going to be no respite? Why is it that there is open attack not just at the Hindu community, which is a minority there, but also at the cops, where this irate mob goes berserk and the cops are at a loss to control what is happening on ground. There are two versions to this. Let's put both. On a situation when even law and order turned casualty, and more importantly, these are seeds of deep communal divide that are being sown. Attack on Lakshmi Puja celebration, says the BJP. Stones pelted at Miladun Nabi procession, claims the Trinamool Congress. Then, worsening law and order situation in Bengal. BJP vitiating the atmosphere is the retort back from the Trinamool Congress. Then, West Bengal government not acting against the particular community, says Suvendu Adhikari, leader opposition. But Trinamool Congress responds, the miscreants have been arrested. Those who perpetrated this violence have been arrested. Need to deploy central forces, but they say the police took all steps. The situation has been brought under control. Section 144 imposed, and right now there is a certain level of silence or calm there at this point. Now, let's look at when law and order turned casualty. The recent one, October 9th, communal clashes allegedly after Miladun Nabi flags were vandalized, vehicles vandalized, and there was massive stone pelting. Now the counter-claim is that these flags were being deliberately put on top of Hindu establishments, and that was what was resisted. And those who bore the brunt eventually were the group that is in minority in that area, that is the Hindu community. September 30, BJP workers clash with cops in anti-government protests. Again, stone pelting, scuffles, many people injured. This is 13th of September, last month. Then, in June, in Howrah, clashes over Nupur Sharma's remark on Prophet. March 21st, again, Boktoi village in Birbhum, house set ablaze by a mob. 10, including women, children, burnt alive. May, June 2021, across Bengal, post-poll violence, victims allegedly mostly BJP supporters, where those who were chanting Jai Shri Ram needed to be taught a lesson. The BJP claims 57 people killed, more than 1 lakh people displaced. Riots in Bengal, who is to blame? This deepening of the communal divide and its manifestation, ugly manifestation, who is to blame? Shaturubaji, Manojit Mandal and Jaideep Majumdar, namaste. Let's dive into the debate straight away. Thank you very, very much. Jaideep Majumdar, the claim is that the Hindu side started it. The Hindus claim that it's the Muslims who are forcing themselves on this. At the end of the day, communities have suffered, loss of public property, and even the cops have been pelted. Jaideep Majumdar.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get I didn't get the last part of what you were asking me. Can you repeat that, please?
The Trinamool Congress says it was the Hindus who started it. The BJP says it is the Muslims who are going after the minority.
Right.
The claims are being made that Miladun Nabi flags were first destroyed and that created ruckus. The Hindu side says these Miladun Nabi flags were being put on Hindu establishments that was resisted.
Anand, I have to come in. Can I intervene?
I will draw a parallel to what keeps on happening in Bangladesh and what has kept on happening in West Bengal. Hindus are always, the Quran has been desecrated, Muslims, Islam has been defamed. So all these rumors are spread, and so let's start a genocide. And I use the word deliberately. Let's start a genocide of Hindus. Let's target the Hindus, let's target their places of worship, let's target their women folk, and so it goes on. We have seen this over and over and over again. It didn't start with just the Noakhali riots. There was genocide of Hindus even earlier than that. But that apart, what has been happening in West Bengal, as you said, the police are attacked again and again and again. The sole reason for that is the police in West Bengal have lost all credibility because they are the handmaidens of the party in power. They were the handmaidens of the left when they acted like goons of the left front. Now they are acting like jump of the Trinamool Congress. So no one respects the West Bengal police. It's a rogue force.
No, but if they are handmaidens of the party in power, then no party in power wants an absolute loss of law and control. And if they're as you are alleging, then the cops should have an open right to curb and control anybody and everybody who tries to ruckus. If you are claiming that it is a police state which is being controlled by the ruling disposition, be it left or Trinamool now, then the Bengal police should not be pelted and beaten up like they have been done today in these pictures. There should not have been any cases of riots at all. Nobody should dare to take law and order in their control if the police is in the hands of the state right now, Jaideep Majumdar. But that doesn't seem to be the case at this point. What seems to be that there seems to be groups who think that they can go ahead and do whatever they want, whenever they want, wherever they want. Manojit Mandal wanted to intervene in the beginning. Let me just go across to him and then I'll come to you, Shwetarupaji. Yes, Manojit.
No, I really, didn't know whether you have got this information from. The TMC is saying this, TMC is saying that. Our stand is absolutely clear. Those are not our versions that you were trying to mention that one particular community is targeting the other. Our information, I think, as so far as we are concerned, that there were certain very unfortunate incidents, clashes between two groups, could be between two clubs. No religious overtone should be attributed to this at this point in time, because the police is investigating to the matter and the whole situation was taken under control within few hours of those very unfortunate clashes happening between two groups. I mean, that is the stated position of the government and the party. The other part of the story, which the other friend from the BJP side was mentioning about Noakhali, crude application of black magic realism that they are very well known for, I think are all rubbish, and I do not really need to dignify these comments made by the BJP stooges or BJP spokesperson. It's completely under control, and the police has given the version that so far 38 people have been arrested. Those are goons and miscreants, irrespective of their political color, irrespective of their communal color, or whether they are from TMC or from BJP. Lakshmi Puja, I think, was happening and still happening. You could probably listen to the loudspeakers still being played here. Still happening peacefully. Durga Puja was happening very peacefully. Though BJP says that there is no Durga Puja, no Saraswati Puja like this person was talking about, classes and all, because they smell this kind of, because that is their thinking process. Their communal nausea, I think, is in their DNA, and which has been there for the last 100 years. We had a very peaceful celebration of Durga Puja for the last 10-15 days, I tell you, despite the fact that on 13th of September they tried to create some mayhem just before the puja, but we had a very peaceful celebration. For the last 5 years, I'll give you the data about writing. For the last 5 years, BJP and some parts of their controlled media were trying to fan this communal fire in Bengal. Nothing, no life so far, I repeat, no life has been lost because of communal violences. On the other hand, I have given example. 2020 January, Delhi riot, 52 people were killed, irrespective of to which community they belong. UP 2017, before the election, 100 people were killed. Gujarat, even now, and in Assam, this is the BJP ruled states where there is 30 to 40% rise of communal classes and communal violences. While life has
Please
been
yield,
lost.
Manojit Mandal.
This- Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
So no, you have put in a lot of. Sir, Bokhtui, you've forgotten what happened in Bokhtui. What happened post? What has happened?
I'll
No,
reply.
there are multiple
let
issues.
me
No,
reply.
there are multiple. Even today, sir.
reply.
Even
No,
this.
you have
No,
mentioned-
one minute.
you have mentioned
Allow me to
Shah.
complete. Allow me to complete, Manojit Mandal. What
Yes,
you are
please.
even now, what you said, the party's position is two groups. These two groups were Hindu group and a Muslim group, and the fight that happened is a communal nature.
How do you know this?
So,
How do you know
the
this?
fight has
Sir,
happened.
how do you know this?
The fight has
No, how do
happened.
you know this?
Fight
That
has.
they are fighting
No.
between
How
communities?
listen this? How do you know this? How do you know this?
Have you listened to
You
the
are
police
you are
version?
welcome.
No. Have you listened to the police
You are
version?
welcome to have the party's position, but the fact of the matter is that the two
No, this
groups
is the
are one
government,
group serving
police is
celebrating
police
Lakshmi Puja, another taking out Miladun Nabi procession,
I'll tell you.
and these
I'll
are
tell
Hindu
you.
and Muslim group that has happened. You have said two groups
tell
and you have taken out the word communal. That is the Trinamool Congress's official position or the police's position.
no,
What is,
no.
sir?
I'll
Sir,
tell you, I'll
sir,
tell you.
one minute,
Actually-
one minute, Manojit Mandal.
I'll
Let me get
ask you a
Shaturupa to
question.
please let her counter, and then I'll come back to you. She's not spoken yet. We can otherwise we'll end up shouting over each other and talking. I'm just saying these are also aspects which stand out. Now you have called certain people stooges. You have called certain people motivated. There are other allegations that come back at the Trinamool Congress, which has been pulled up even by the courts in Bengal for when the matter of Durga Puja procession versus Tazia processions came to the courts. So that is also a matter of record. But Shaturupa ji, now in this case of one minute, Shaturupa ji, 1 minute, Manojit Mandal, please. Shaturupa ji, the point is, the allegation is the BJP is deliberately vitiating the atmosphere because this Hindu-Muslim politics works for you. Even in this case, 10 days of puja happened, Lakshmi Puja happened. This is one incident which has happened in one area. It's just being made that it is happening all across Bengal. Please respond.
Anand, thank you for having me on the show. Unfortunately, before I could wish West Bengal Shubho Vijay, this kind of incident happened. On Kojagori Lakshmi Puja, which you very correctly said, the shadow of Noakhali riots looms large. Because if you remember, the riots happened, Noakhali riots happened on the same day, Kojagori Lakshmi Puja day. Even if what you're saying is that there may be a very wild logic that flags were taken off, but you also know that the videos that have been coming across, those flags were on Hindu institutions, Hindu mandirs, Hindu temples where Hindu goddesses were worshipped. Lakshmi Puja was going on. Now, who started it is not the question. What happened is a bigger question. They have vandalized specifically Hindu institutions, Hindu homes. They have taken out Hindus from their homes, beaten them up, burnt their vehicles, burnt their shops, burnt their houses. Now, the question here is what Suvendu Adhikari very correctly said. West Bengal over the years has become a very safe haven for terrorists, for Islamic groups. And this is very scary. Like you are very correctly saying, Anand, that there has been a legacy that West Bengal is now carrying of blatant appeasement, for which even the High Court has taken cognizance. If you remember, they had stopped they had stopped the permission to have Durga Puja Visarjan some years back, and it was BJP who had to go to court and apply for a permission from the court. And that's when when you're talking about secularism, there has to be a balance between both communities. But here in today's day and age, which is now completely run by Trinamool, anything anti-Hindu is secularism. Hindu, if you try and put in a voice for the Hindu community who has just been battered in what you very correctly
No, but the point
out.
is no. 1 minute.
Can I come in?
Shaturupa ji, are you trying to say that the Hindu cause is championed only by the BJP and that the Trinamool Congress has got nothing to do with the Hindus in Bengal? That is a very that's a very unfair and a very conveniently political argument to make, because even before BJP had any footprint in Bengal, it is the Trinamool Congress that fought the left politically. At that time, there were both Hindus and Muslims who have been part of the left and who have been part of the Trinamool Congress. Riots and communal tensions precede even the existence of any political party. Everybody remembers Noakhali when the last riots happened, but Noakhali was subject to riots right from the 1920s onwards. And it is all there chronicled. Time and again there have been flare-ups. So these flare-ups have happened over more than a century. So let's not say that a political party is responsible for this. This is intrinsic to that. The partition of Bengal also happened on communal lines. And this has been there for... So there is a history to this. Now, what is being done post-independence and what is being done in the last 30, 40 years or what is being done in the last decade to ensure that this doesn't repeat or history doesn't repeat itself? That's a relevant question to ask. Manojit Mandal. And then I'll bring in Jaideep Majumdar. Ji.
No, that's what I specifically wanted the data from you. Show us in the last 10 years, or why 10 years? Even I will include the left region here. We have got serious problem with that. For the last 40, 50 years, show us the data to suggest that because of communal riot, people have been killed in Bengal. There can be other form of violence, there can be other reasons. But I want specific answer from you. I don't want to talk about these, these people who just talk of, use this kind of nauseating language, which cannot be possibly used in a civilized debate. Hindu vehicle, Hindu people, Hindu temple. And Lakshmi Puja doesn't happen on the street. It happens inside our house.
Why should there be? One minute, Manojit Mandal. Why do you have a problem if it is talked about? If the Hindu matter, if there is Hindu which is said, if the word, why do you have a problem with the word Hindu and the word with the Hindu temple?
No Hindu. No. It's because they shed crocodile tears about Hindus. They are killing Hindus in Assam.
No.
12 lakhs of them are detained in the
1 minute. Let's talk about Bengal. The debate again you are conveniently politically stating facts and derailing the. I don't want to go across to what happened in Uttar Pradesh, because again you are factually wrong, Manojit Mandal. I don't want to get to fact checking you of what happened in Uttar Pradesh. We are talking Bengal, so let's stay with Bengal. Jaideep Majumdar, throughout 40 years of Trinamool and left, there have been no communal instances, is what they are saying. So it is any other violence is okay, but it's not been communally flared. Jaideep Majumdar, final word.
No, that's absolutely untrue. Communal violence, communal tension exists in Bengal, but it is at a very manageable and at a very subtle level. But it exists, and it is the stark reality of Bengal. No matter which political party is in power, there is a lot of communal tension. It is there, it exists in the rural areas, not in Calcutta. You won't see it in Calcutta, but you will see it in the rural areas. You will feel it in the semi-urban areas. It is very much there.
Well, I have to pause at that. No. The point is, sir, you should have law and order is the responsibility of the power party in power and the government under it, and it's a reflection of what is happening there. So we have to try and correct that. Lives lost is going to hurt the community, and it's going to hurt the state and its people. I've got to wind up way over time here on this edition of The Right Stand. Stay with us. Brass Tacks follows.